Hello peeps, this review is extremely belated and I know that this is kind of becoming a little bit too frequent for me, doing things far too late, but you know, I haven't got around to doing it, and I've been going to shows recently that I want to talk about, so I kind of want to get a few of these out of the way before I move on to those. So, talking about the Akala concert I went to at La Belle Angèle in Edinburgh on the 24th, I think, of November. Day after my birthday. Yeah. I recently just got off the plane from Paris, and, you know, I was over there when the terror attacks were happening, and it was a little unnerving, and I was supposed to be going to a Z show, which was happening a week after the events of Le Bataclan with the Eagles of Death Metal. And I just assumed that it would be going ahead as scheduled, but no, it was cancelled. And I was kind of wondering why. And then Anonymous posted a list of targets with which ISIS were thinking of attacking. And one of them was, it was very unspecific, but an EDM concert in Paris. And I was going to an EDM concert in Paris that night. So it may or may not have been that, I don't know. But if it hadn't been cancelled, I mean, who knows what happened? I might not be here. So anyway, I just wanted to get that out of the way, because that's, you know, a little bit of preamble, I suppose. So I got to the venue, and kind of the warm-up sort of music that's playing on the stereo was D'Angelo, his new record, which was good because I like his new record. I think it's really interesting. That was getting me into the vibe. I was listening to Really Love, and oh, it was good. And then the first support act came on, who was this rapper from London who permanently lives in Edinburgh. And it was kind of this funk / ska kind of thing that was just so good. I mean, the guy was so dynamic on stage and was full of energy and really got the crowd going. He was a really good introduction to the gig. And he had songs about all sorts of different things. There was a section where he did an Akala piece about Palestine, and with recent kind of events regarding the boycotting of Israeli institutions by Edinburgh University, you know, amongst a couple of others, it's kind of a bit of a touchy subject, but it was well handled, is what I'm saying. And it was just fantastic. It really lifted my spirits, and I was really looking forward to who would be coming on next. Sadly, I didn't get his name, and I have been looking on the internet for ages and ages and ages trying to find out who the rapper was that I saw, and there is no information telling me who it was. So I'm sorry. I'd really love to recommend you, but I can't. So sorry. Then this group called Mono Sapiens came on, who were like kind of the same sort of thing, but they were a little more traditional than the previous act, kind of sticking to just one kind of style. But they were good nonetheless. They were joined by this rapper called Conscious Root, who is also a Londoner who's based in Edinburgh. And yeah, they were good. I mean, they weren't as good as the other guy. Sorry, I don't know your name, mate. Oh, I wish I did, so I could. But yeah, but it was a decent enough warm-up to Akala, and I've been really looking forward to seeing Akala because I love his music, I love his way of thinking, and he has some really interesting things to say regarding politics and black history. You should really check out some of his talks and his appearances on certain panel shows. So then Akala came on, and I really like the kind of the Union flag with Jamaican colours that he has for his logo. That was kind of the skin of the kick drum, and it looked really cool. It opened with a montage of several important figures and interviews and excerpts of Akala talking about all manner of things about, you know, life, the universe, everything, etc. And then he came on, and then he went bang into Bang, Wid Us, off his new record, which I love. I can't stop playing that. It sounded great, it had a tremendous amount of energy, and I was just so pumped listening to it. And then he went into Sun Tzu, but there was a slight technical error.
We seem to have had a small technical hitch, ladies and gentlemen.
And then continued with the track, and it sounded bombastic. Then from that he went into XXL, and then went into Bullshit, followed by Sometimes. It was hit after hit after hit.
Fuck it, I've had enough. Might as well bury my head in the sand and run through the road. No music or politics, I'm done with all of it. I just can't take no more.
Another reason, Malcolm said it, and then he bridged the performance with Je ne pidi numéro 1. He put on like this kind of military jacket. He started playing this satirical character called Captain Pompous, who was it was good. He was taking pot shots at Scotland for wanting independence, and about just how stupid Scottish people are because they don't care about money, etc. It was a really good satirical take on the Tories, and it brought along a lot of chuckling.
All this idea about socialist democracy and a society that cares for people, we in Westminster will not stand for this fucking blasphemy. Don't fucking boo me.
But then he performed a rap as this character, and it was amazing, right? Really, really, really amazing. Yeah, watch for yourself.
Fuck with me. I'm living in luxury, really touching. Straight full of cocaine, and a bunch of little boys that put their trust in me. Cause I pronounce my tunes with ease, so they believe my tunes. But no brown man with a big top top like me. No, never compete, and I bust my gun and it all falls into me.
Then afterwards he went into comedy tragic history, which was followed by a reading of this graphic novel that he wrote called Full of Empires. It was really, really good. There was lots of interesting subject matter which he tackled regarding, well, you know, empires.
I was fighting for liberation, a woman and a general, bringing death to cowards that sold my genitals. One moment, I killed to be free. The next, I was a monk that killed for my greed. Tutmosis III, Alexander the Fake, Caesar, Napoleon, Francis Drake, the arms of the state, with armies that are great, but also the resistance is hardly ever praised.
Then after that reading, he went into Find No Enemy, which, you know, it's one of my favourite Akala songs. I was so happy that he played it, but, you know, there was probably no doubt that he would be performing it, but, you know. And then he followed it by Roll With Us. He did play Shakespeare, but I'm not sure when exactly he did, as I didn't record that track, so I don't have a sequence of when it was played, but I am 100% sure that he did play Shakespeare. Then he announced that he was going to be releasing like a triple LP compilation of basically just his best of, because he's never released anything on the format before. So he thought that the best way to do it was by celebrating his 10th anniversary of his first record, and then asking fans to choose 3 tracks off each record, followed by his take on Fire in the Booth on One Extra, which, if you haven't seen it, you need to, and I'll send a link in the description. You need to see that. Wow. And then he finished on Mr. Fire in the Booth. The show was spectacular, really. I know I've been pretty short with this review in terms of description of songs, but it's because you can't really describe how a song was unless it differs slightly from the original version. Part of reviewing a live performance is talking about the things which are not on record. Otherwise, you may as well just listen to an album, With Akala, it was better than that. But in terms of the performance, it's very difficult to talk about it when it's just one guy, a drum kit, and the guy who's playing the backing track. It's difficult to explain everything that's going on because the setup's so simple. But I mean, this gig was fantastic. I really wish that I could recommend the opening act because they were great, and that rapper in particular was fantastic. And oh, it's very, very aggravating that I can't recommend him because I don't know his name. So yeah, I enjoyed this very much. If you ever get a chance to see Akala live, go. It's great fun. Great, great, great fun. So, yeah. 2 thumbs up for me. So that's it. Hope you have a lovely day, wherever you are in the world. The chances are you're probably not outside the UK. So, let's hope it's going to be a bit less grey tomorrow.
Then I was Paul Warfield, Tibbets, Junior, feeling just fine in a B29. I did my job, 100,000 dead. Greasy, yellow chaps. I went home to relax.